Lion, the Majesty Unveiled. In the complex web of life on Earth, the lion, whose formal name is Panthera leo, is the top predator. This big carnivorous animal has been the subject of a lot of scientific research because it is both beautiful and important to the environment. By looking into what scientists know about lions, we can see how complicated their bodies are, how they behave, and the problems they face in a world that is changing quickly. Let's begin our look at what makes the lion a unique species by looking at its physical traits. Lions, which are well-known members of the Felidae family, have strong bodies that are well-suited to their life as predators. Male adults usually weigh between 420 and 550 pounds, while female adults weigh between 280 and 400 pounds. These big and strong bodies are necessary for hunting and showing who is boss in their social groups. The mane on a male lion is one of the most noticeable things about them. The mane, which can be any color and any length, is a sign of age and power. The hair, which can be blonde or black, is a big part of choosing a mate and communicating and figuring out who is in charge within the species. When it comes to sounds, lions are famous for their deep roars. Scientists have found that this powerful way of communicating is made possible by a unique feature in the lion's larynx. Because of this adaptation, their calls can be heard over long distances, which helps them do things like mark their area, attract mates, and talk to other members of the pride. Now, let's look at the interesting social processes that shape how lions act. Lions, unlike some other big cats that live alone, are very social and organize themselves into groups called prides. A pride is usually made up of linked lionesses, their young, and a group of males. They depend on this social system for many things in their lives, like hunting, staying safe, and raising young. In the complicated dance of the pride, it is the female lion's job to hunt. They work together to make sure hunts are successful by using teamwork and coordinated tactics. The pride's social system makes hunting more effective and helps the pride stay alive and be healthy. Males help hunt when they need to, but their main job is to protect the pride's area. Setting territorial limits is important for protecting resources and avoiding fights with nearby groups. The pride's hierarchical structure makes sure that everyone is responsible for their part, which leads to security and success. Another amazing thing about lions' reproduction is that it's so complicated. Female lions, called lionesses, are pregnant for about 110 days. After that, they give birth to a group of 1 to 6 cubs. The cubs are blind and weak at birth, so they can only get food and care from their moms. The fact that lions raise their cubs as a group shows how they live together. All members of the pride, including females and males that are connected, help to care for and protect the cubs. This group effort increases the cubs' chances of life and growth when they are young and weak. During the first few months of their lives, cubs are completely dependent on their moms. Though, lionesses gradually introduce solid food by regurgitating it for the cubs. As they get older, cubs join in with the pride's activities and learn important skills by watching and playing. When we look at the conservation state of lions through the scientific lens, we find a critical story. The International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN, says that lions are vulnerable. This name comes from the many problems the species faces, such as habitat loss, conflicts between people and wildlife, and theft. For scientists to fully understand how these threats affect lion numbers, they are very important. Multiple types of conservation efforts are used to protect lions' natural habitats, stop poaching, and lessen clashes between people and animals. Scientists and conservationists work together to collect data, look at population trends, and come up with plans to protect this species for the long run. In addition to being very attractive, lions are very important to the environment. As the top predators in their habitats, they are very important to keeping the balance. By controlling the number of prey, lions keep their environments from becoming too overgrazed and help shape the structure of the plants that live there. This effect from above has an effect on the whole environment and changes the number of species and how they behave. Lions also help the cycle of nutrients. Because they hunt, they keep the herbivore numbers in check, which makes the distribution of resources more stable. Scavengers eat the animals they kill, which makes the environment even better. The science community is aware of the problems lions face in the present day. Habitat loss from people moving into their habitats, conflicts between people and wildlife, and poaching are all big problems for their numbers. Understanding these problems is important for coming up with good protection plans. Lions' important habitats and migration routes can be found with the help of scientific study. Conservationists can work to protect these important places and create connected landscapes that support healthy lion populations by making maps of them. Local people are involved in efforts to protect lions through community-based conservation programs that are based on scientific study. These programs help lions stay alive and keep the towns around them healthy by reducing conflicts between people and wildlife and encouraging everyone to live together. Based on science research, anti-poaching laws go after the illegal wildlife trade that puts lions in direct danger. Because conservationists know the trends and reasons behind poaching, they can come up with ways to stop it and protect these beautiful animals. We've learned a lot about lions' bodies, how they behave, and the problems they face through our research journey through their world. From the genetic changes that have made them such good hunters to the way they interact with each other in prides, every part of these magnificent animals helps us learn more about them. Not only does scientific study help us figure out how lions live, it also helps guide efforts to protect them. As we try to figure out how to protect biodiversity, the story of the lions is a powerful reminder of how fragile the balance is between what people do and what the earth needs. The science community, environmentalists, and people all over the world are all responsible for protecting these well-known species. We can make sure that the roar of the lion continues to reverberate across the savannas by working together and using rigorous scientific study as a guide. This will show that nature is strong and that all living things are connected. Together, with the global community, we can ensure the roar of the lion continues to echo across the savannas. Subscribe, like, and share this video to spread awareness. Let's work hand in hand to protect these magnificent creatures and uphold the delicate balance of our shared planet. Until next time, let nature thrive and let the lions roar.